onto your pants, boys, because today we're talking about Remnant II. Now, I'm not yet famous enough to receive a review key for Remnant 2, and I'm way over a week late, so I can give you the assurance that all thoughts in this video are entirely my own, and I'm not being pegged by some big daddy publisher. Remnant 2 is a follow-up to the 2019 cult classic, Remnant from the Ashes. Now, they're going with a Dragon Age naming scheme here. This isn't Dragon Age Origins 2. They're dropping the tagline. The genre of these games can be best described as,
say the line, Bart!
Dark Souls with guns.
Yeah!
But what I'm going to say right now out of the gate is that the shooting in this game is tight. It never felt so good hammering flying pixies with 9mm bullets. In classic Souls style, there are a multitude of different guns you can purchase or boss weapons you can craft, and they carry you all the way to the end of the game. Hello there, I have come to colonize your world for the British Empire. And if you're autistic and love tinkering with RPG builds, then oh boy, are you gonna love this game. There are mutators for guns adding special effects, amulets that do more of that shit. You can swap your healing items out for different healing items with special effects. Lots of gun mods that you can craft to give you different abilities. The perk system returns from the previous game, where you can allocate stat points as you go, and some perks can only be found as secrets within the world. And to top it all off, you have the different class systems. I immediately was drawn to this big, beefy Chad dude, which was entirely focused on close-ranged combat, which was a big mistake as I was playing solo and also on a very high difficulty setting. And if you want to change to a lower difficulty, you have to restart your entire campaign all over again. You have been warned. Listen, if you're playing solo, just go with the dog, alright? Look at him, he's a good boy. You can pet the dog, and every time you get brained by a boss, he's gonna get you up. There's that boo-boo-doo-doo. And whilst the combat here is definitely the main draw, developer Gunfire Games have done a solid job building out the world. This post-apocalyptic fantasy nightmare where multiple worlds have been overrun and destroyed by plants, I guess? So there are a number of different biomes, all with different themes. The first world is pretty tedious unless you have a fetish for shooting rocks, but in the latter half of my 10 hours playtime, I was introduced to this hellish Victorian nightmare world, aka the Bloodborne world, aka Southeast London. The maps are all procedurally generated and often feel that way, but they're broken up by interesting landmarks such as Dracula's castle or my student accommodation.
Yeah, you, come here. The dark, it calls us.
I say, unhand me, ruffian. The performance on PC, however, is not the best. I feel like this year PC bros have been absolutely sodomized, and this title is no different. The developers even came out and said this game had been built with upscaling in mind. Now, I'm no gaming developer, I am but a simply obnoxious gaming YouTuber. But reading between the lines of this quote, it's basically saying, yeah, our game isn't optimized, and we're going to rely on upscaling to fix that. Which I would say in my official capacity as a YouTube commentator is pretty lame. This guy is literally just going to put his hand in any questionable goo and drink any unknown substance. At the end of this game, you're going to find out you've got dysentery or something. But the performance drops here and there haven't hampered my enjoyment for the game. I imagine it will provide a lot of replayability with things like Adventure Mode, which allows you to replay areas, improve your character, and farm for particular items. There are lots of secrets and lots of reasons to return, but ultimately, where on my jizzometer would I place it? Am I creaming my pants? Or am I simply flaccid and wondering when I can open an incognito browser and get to the good shit? I'd say ultimately the game is edging me. Not quite there yet, but I'm enjoying it, and no doubt I'll be back for more.